Good morning, hello, howdy, hi. It's a beautiful morning here on the farm, and it's day 2. Yesterday, this fabulous crew came in and did all the groundwork, finished off the geothermal work underneath the ground with all the pipes, and then they drove in the piles. This morning they're back at it, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and as you can see, they've got a little bit of the structure of the base of the dome, and they're going to continue to work on the base today and put a little bit of the structure of the actual dome up. So we carry on. 2 hours later, and starting to get a real visual of what my Wonder Dome's going to look like. This crew, New Roots Landscaping from Saskatoon, is a very, very good crew. Garrett and his crew, I am beyond pleased with every part of my association with them. Woohoo! The skeleton is almost up, and it would appear that they're digging out the pond. I believe the pond is 4 feet by 6 feet, and we're well on our way. And here's an up close and personal look. It's not that I've ever really looked for one before, but I was just gifted a 4-leaf clover from one of the crew members of New Roots Domes. What a sweet, sweet thank you for having given him a lunch. What you're looking at here is my 4-leaf clover and my husband's 4-leaf clover. The crew member looked until he found another 4-leaf clover and gave it to my husband. Now, my husband is a little bit reticent to join me on YouTube, but I did convince him to let you see his forefinger and his thumb. Anyways, I think we're going to have a great day. I hope you're having a great day too. The skeleton is up, and everybody appears to be very interested in the pool. I think they must be filling it. Ever so slowly, we're getting ourselves a pond. We are now 17 hours in, and I grant you that I think this is a double crew. I think they generally do builds with a 2-man crew, and we were fortunate enough to have 4 of them come up here. I'm really astounded by the progress they've made in literally 17 hours from start to finish to this point. They're just about done phase 1. They reckon that they'll be done phase 1 by the end of tomorrow. So right now, one of them is inside of the pond that at least there's some water in there. So I'm not going to go any closer. It might be dangerous for me to go that close. Doesn't seem to have any clothes on. So this would be a good time to probably walk away. I am inside my dome. And there is a pond. I don't see any koi in here, but I do see a water cooling. Isn't she a beauty? Skeleton up, pond seemingly done. This is the end of day 2. And it's looking really, really good. This is facing southeast. This is where the airlock is going to be. This is going to be a double set of doors so that when you open the Wonder Dome up in the middle of winter, it's 20, 30, 40 below, you won't let a whole bunch of cold air in. I'm sitting on the edge of my pond. A few too many mosquitoes in here for it to be perfect, but other than that, I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm daydreaming about sitting in here with my tropicals and seeding all my veg for winter supply, and dreaming about smelling the heliotrope and the jasmine. But in the meanwhile, I am actually smelling fresh cut lumber, which is for sure one of my favorite smells. I am in Wonder Dome heaven. Howdy, it's day 3 of the build, and today I think what's happening is building out the base, putting in the insulation and the treated plywood, as far as I understand. And then they're going to build me my raised beds. You can get 10 raised beds in this 22-foot dome. And I originally thought I'd go for 10 raised beds, but then I decided I'd like a spot along the wall for me to set up a little nook to have a table and a chair and or to have a workstation. So I've changed my order. So they're going to build 9 raised beds in there, and I'll be showing those to you momentarily. And then they're going to build the airlock, which is the door, and then another door to protect the Wonder Dome from the environment. So I think we're probably just minutes away from that crew arriving, and we'll catch you in a second. We've got the fountain working. I love it. And we still have a water bottle cooling in the pond. I love that too. It's the night of the 3rd day, and my crew worked through suffering heat and relentless mosquitoes. Didn't stop them from having a good time as they were working. I could hear them laughing and joking and working hard. Such a great group of guys. And I'm out here surveying their work. Here's a tube coming from the geothermal tubes underneath. It's going to be running right underneath my raised beds. That's what we're looking at. They've got the raised bed border in here, and it's just running all the way to the north of the dome. The north part of the dome is where the fountain is, and this is going to be where the right beside this pond is going to be where all the electrical is and all that stuff. And I don't know, I guess these guys are going up to some big vent. I know there's a solar fan going up there, a couple solar fans coming in the side. And so this is the area that I asked to leave the raised beds out of, so that I could have a nice little area to work and or play in. And so I'm excited. I just received all the seeds that I ordered to plant all my veg and some fruits, watermelon and such, in here, which is going to happen pretty soon. Because we've got our pea gravel on order. It's getting delivered 2 days from now. We're going to put the pea gravel down here where you see all the sand. And I've also got the garden soil / compost mix ordered from my lady, who keeps me supplied with all that kind of stuff. My backyard compost lady from Prince Albert. I love her. She's going to deliver 7 cubic yards of dirt, and we're getting 2 cubic yards of pea gravel. So my husband and I foolishly went to see how many pounds that is that we'll be wheeling into this place. Right through that door. 5,000 pounds of pea gravel, and looking like maybe 14,000 pounds of soil. I can't believe it's that heavy, but that's what Google told me. Hopefully Google isn't right. I sure hope so. 'Cause, yeah, that's a lot of work. But it'll be terribly exciting once we get it in here. So, yeah. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping at night because, it's so exciting. Maybe I should just bring a little cot out here and sleep beside this fountain. It's only the best fountain I've ever seen. Well, it's midway through day 4. The crew has finished phase 1. Everything looking great. And I'm going to go into the dome. We'll talk a little more inside. The double set of doors, I like to just call it a porch, but I guess the fancy term is airlock. So the beds are built, the raised beds are built, the liners are on the sides, all the tubing for the geothermal system is in place. I've got some room on either side of the pond to set up work stations and relaxing stations. All the mechanicals will be right there, the electrical and such, and pretty exciting. We've decided to cover the pond for now because the polycarbonate is not up yet, so it's wide open. And we're a little bit concerned that our resident raccoons, beavers, coyotes, every other manner of wildlife that comes through here, we were concerned they might have a overnight party in the pond, and if the partying got excessive, we were pretty worried that they would scratch the pond liner. So we still have the filter running inside, which is important to make sure the water doesn't get stagnant, but we have covered it until our crew comes back for phase 2, which will happen in a few weeks, beginning of August, hopefully, beginning to middle of August. So, all great. Next step, Ken and I do the work. We start hauling in the pea gravel and the soil mix for the raised beds. And, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Wonder Dome.